Capricorn, I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, September 25th to Monday, October 2nd, 2017. Now what is going on this week for you, Capricorn, is we've got Jupiter right here, which is in your 10th house of career and of your reputation, of your social standing, of your life direction in a lot of ways. And I think you're really trying to move your life in a better direction for you, in a way that's just better. It could also be career, trying to expand your career, increase your reputation, something along those lines, really trying to push forward and do that. But I think as you're trying to do those kind of things in your life, you're being met with some obstacles that keep coming out of the blue very unexpectedly in regards to home and family, and something that's just like very core to your being, that's very, very important to you, okay? Because we do have Jupiter here in your 10th house of career in an opposition with Uranus in your 4th house of home and family, okay? And I think you need to learn how to balance the two in some way, so that you can start to move forward on your career, okay? I think home life is important. I think you should focus on home life. I know you probably want to focus on your home and make sure that you're feeling stable and feeling comfortable, but I think what the message of what is going on here is that you've got to focus on your career whether you want to or not. You've got to focus on where your life is going, on expanding a life direction, building a new life direction, stepping into one, something along those lines coming in here, because we are going to have the sun in Libra and so many other planets crossing through this part of your chart in the next few months, saying that it's a big thing for you not to neglect your home life, not to neglect something very core to your being, but to learn how to bring that with you on your career, which is what you really need to work towards at this time, okay? So that's a big thing there for you. Could be feeling uncomfortable here with the way that you talk to other people or think or communicate, okay, about your life direction, about your career, about what's going on there. Maybe having problems thinking about where your life is going in the right ways, not wanting to go in this new direction in life, or communicating to other people not understanding how you're redirecting your life. And I think you need to overcome some of these hurts and fears about how you talk and communicate about things, and begin to talk to people differently about what is going on with you, and think to yourself differently about your life. Tell yourself new stories about the kind of life that you want and the kind of person that you are, okay? So I think that is a big message of this week. While that's going on, we do have Mercury here in your 9th house of something new going on, really trying to help you bring something new and different and fresh and exciting and adventurous into your life. Travel or study, something along those lines being a big focus here coming in. And I think you're trying to figure out how it is that you can, I know this is so interesting when this happens, how you can have a new perspective on life, see things differently, come into new chapters with who you are. That's because Mercury in your 9th house of something new is making a square over here to Saturn in your 12th house of like your insides. That makes it so interesting because your 12th house doesn't really manifest outwardly in some way. I mean, it can, as much as who you are on the inside reflects outwardly, but it doesn't always work that way. And so I think what you really need to do here is you need a new life. You need new chapters. I hear that from so many of my Capricorns in the comments. You need fresh life and fresh energy. And I think you have a lot of attachments to the past. I think you have a lot of things in the way they used to be that you want them to happen. Or I think there's a lot of things going on inside you that you just don't get and you just don't understand. And they're very hard for you. And I don't want to be hard on you. I really don't. But part of me is like, you have to push forward. You have to push forward. You have to do things you haven't done before. You have to bring in new chapters of your life, and you have to find out how to be happy and how to be excited about life once again. Doing things you haven't done before, even if it's uncomfortable for you, you know, and even if it's not where you thought your life would go. I really do think you have to learn how to do new things and to adjust your internal perspective and what is going on inside you to match these changing circumstances with you on the outside, okay? So that is what is happening there. While that's going on, we also do have Mars and Venus also conjunct in your 9th house, saying new things, new beginnings, adventures, travel, study, doing things that are exciting is going to be big for you as well. Really needing to push forward to bring new chapters to you. Mars and Venus in an opposition though with Neptune, also making it very hard for you to communicate about this new thing that's going on with you, to understand new things or exciting things, or how you can be new and exciting and happier and find the passion in life once again. And I think here, not trying to think about it too much. Not being too much in your head is really, really important, especially where Neptune is, to see the big picture, to be patient, to take the long route, to be more compassionate as well with yourself and what is happening inside, okay? And to not just be too detailed with how you communicate and how you think about things, to not restrict and limit yourself here, but to really allow yourself to explore different options as you go ahead and try this new thing coming in here. I think that's going to be a big thing as well. And then Mars at the end of the week making a trine over here to Pluto in your first, saying your identity is changing, who you are is changing, and you need to do new things to bring this new identity into existence and to really step into it in some way and to move forward. And I think you really want to act big time to bring in new chapters into your life to really do these kind of things that you need. I don't want to be a broken record, but I do think just doing something different that you haven't done and accepting the fact that your identity is changing and reinventing yourself. Maybe that's what I'll even title this video, reinventing yourself. I think it's gonna be so important for you, and there's so much out there and so many new opportunities for you, okay? If you just accept that and step into it and learn to love it, okay? So that is what we have. While this is going on, we do have the sun here in your 10th house of career in a semi-square to the North Node in your 8th house of changes. I know it's getting a little confusing, this mess going on in here, but what that means to me is you want to make some changes in your life direction and where your life is going. Maybe feeling like it's hard for you to make these changes as much as I keep telling you to make them, as much as you want to make them. Maybe you feel like it's all not falling into place for you to get your life in a better point, and I think you need to realize you need to be patient and persistent, and if you keep working towards it, and if you keep having faith that good things are going to come, that you can open new doors for yourself, they will come. Maybe not immediately, but they will get there. And I think as well, really trying to figure out how to just have a new life direction as well, knowing you need to make changes, but then trying to figure out in what way to direct these changes to do something different and exciting too, needing to work out and move forward on. And I think the answers will start to come the more you accept the fact that your life is going in a new direction, and the more you start to move there, then everything else will start to fall into place and you'll start to understand things better too, okay? Okay, so I see that, and then with Pluto here starting to go direct in your sign, or coming out of retrograde this week too, I think it's going to make it a lot easier for you to make the changes that you need to make, okay, and to move forward on some of those things and to feel better about yourself where maybe you haven't been feeling too good for the past few months. All right, there's that. Your card for the day, the week, is the 10 of Wands reversed. This to me is a card of saying you got a lot going on here, a little too much happening. Maybe you took on a lot of projects, a lot of plans, a lot of things that you don't need to take on or that aren't good for you. And I think you need to drop some baggage here. I think you need to let some things go that are weighing you down so that you really can begin to focus on the right things that are important to you, and begin to build a life off of the things that really matter. This to me is also a card of priorities. What are your priorities here? You can't do everything, but you can do one or two things. Focus on the one or two things that are the most important to you and that are going to yield the biggest and the best and the most positive results to bring more of that passion into your life, which the Wands represent. And I think if you can do that, it's going to be a good strategy to really help you have the life that you want and find that happiness once again that I know you Capricorns are looking for, okay? It's possible, it just may take some time. This may take some time and some good strategy, and if anyone can do it, I'm telling you, a Capricorn can do it. You can do it, all right? So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you liked it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.